to meet up with a friend of mine who's busy tweeting. Randy Pitchford is here from Gearbox.
Hey,
Randy,
how's it
good
going,
to see you,
Jeff?
man.
Good
How's
to see
everything?
you.
Thanks for coming by. We are so excited to have you here to show off some Battleborn.
I am thrilled to be here. I mean, we've been, you know, it's so hard to get people's attention when you're making new stuff. I remember when we were trying to do Borderlands and everybody thought we were crazy, and that was just the handful of people that noticed us.
Yeah.
So we're here screaming from the top of our lungs, saying, "This is cool. We think this is interesting. We hope you like it." But we're having a blast with it, and
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got to play it a few weeks ago at the pre-E3 Judges Week, and it's so much fun. I mean, it's so Gearbox, but because when you first announced it, I wasn't sure how it was going to feel, and then when I sit down, it's like, it reminds me so much of Borderlands, but it's different, and it's like, we've got some footage, right, of the demo? So
Yeah,
do
we do, actually.
This is,
this is actually the first time anybody's seeing this.
Cool.
This is from the game.
Yeah.
And people will be playing this at E3 starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we're going to give you a look at it first.
Cool. So this is real gameplay. This is actually a level that I played a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, tell us, I mean, obviously this is very character-based, and you've got an amazing cast of characters.
Yeah.
And part of the fun, I think, when I first sat down was like just the debate about who I wanted to play as.
That's part of it. You know, Battleborn is, you know, the setting is really this context to have all of these crazy characters together. The premise is this is the end of the universe. There's one star left. You know, we know all the stars are eventually going to burn out. Our sun might be one of the first ones, but at some point there's just going to be one star left, one last star, and everybody that can travel the stars will probably end up there, and they're all going to disagree about what to do about that.
Yeah.
But they band together to fight against the real enemy. We call them the Virelsi. We've sort of personified entropy. We've created an enemy out of dark matter and dark energy, and the Battleborn get together to deal with that. So in one game, you can have guys like this is Thorn here, so she's kind of this space elf with a bow. This is Caldarius, who's like a badass Gundam guy. There's so many different characters. That was Arendi in the background, a witch that can cast wicked spells and use dark magic.
Right.
These characters are amazing, and the team back at Gearbox, you know, we've had so much fun creating characters in Borderlands. We wanted to build a game where we can go even farther with those skills and those talents and that passion.
Absolutely amazing.
You can see Phoebe down there. She's works with the LLC, which are kind of profiteers. They make all the robots and all the war machines for all these factions at the end of time and space. And she's pretty awesome. She's kind of this almost steampunk Victorian look that she can summon these foils, these swords, and throw them at enemies, and has all kinds of other cool abilities, including the ability to teleport. I love Phoebe. She's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, that's why when I played a couple times at the Judges Day, and it's great to pick different characters.
Which characters did you play at the Judges Day?
I think Phoebe I played for a little while. I'm trying to remember.
This is Arendi right here.
This is Arendi. Okay, because this is all from his perspective. But yeah, there were three different characters that we all played through, and it felt like each of them sort of, felt wholly unique. And the model for this game, I mean, are you thinking that, obviously there's so many characters, I mean, are you thinking about sort of how you're going to add new characters into it as it goes?
That's our hope. We're launching the game, when we did the Borderlands games, we launched with 4 hero characters. And there's so much investment to build them, that was a big stretch, but we, of course, we're committed to co-op gameplay.
Right.
We like people to have shared experiences, and we want people that are playing the game together to be able to use different characters. And we've gotten so good at that, we really doubled down. And so a character in Battleborn is about 4 times the investment of a character that you see in Borderlands. So that everything from 4 times as many bones in the animation to 4 times as much detail and fidelity in the character to 4 times as much dialogue and voiceover. Yet we pushed so hard on the character promise that we're launching Battleborn with 25 characters. So it's insane, right? Like, we only had 4 characters launching with Borderlands.
25 on day one.
Day one, and we I know, we've been it's nuts. Our character teams are just incredible. These guys, we have so much fun jamming on concept art, and some of the better stuff will end up on the wall, and then the designers, will work with the artists and the programmers to kind of figure out which ones we're going to do in what order. And there's a bunch at E3. I think we've got 10 playable characters for the gamers that are here at E3 to choose from. And we haven't even shown the nuttiest stuff yet. We're kind of easing people into it. Like, one of the characters that you can play is Oscar Mike, who just plays like a classic Space Marine. If you like Halo and you like playing as like a Master Chief, it's exactly that. I mean, if you like playing Halo, it's perfect for that. But any our fantasy, our dream with Battleborn is any archetype we've ever imagined in a first-person shooter. We want to cover that. We want to have something for you. So we've got stealth guys. There's a freaking space vampire sword guy that kind of plays kind of between like a Jedi would with lightsabers and like a samurai from like feudal Japan. The guy is just insane. His name is Wrath. He's one of my favorite characters. He's got the spin to win attack, but he's first-person melee, and it's fun. He's a blast. So.
Well, and having all these styles play together in the same environment, I'm sure the balance of that is
insane.
It's not
impossible,
easy,
and we're not. I'll be honest, we're not done yet. We still have a lot of work to do, and I know we're hoping at some point to do a beta, and we'll talk about that later. But we're looking for fans to help us balance this. We've been having a lot of fun. We do play tests every day at Gearbox. We do have a focus test program at Gearbox. If you happen to live in Dallas, you can go to our website and you can get involved, and we have people playing. Yeah, it's you know, we only get maybe 16 or so people a session, and we do 3 or 4 a week. But you might get lucky, and you might get a chance to play Battleborn and see some of the stuff we haven't even talked about yet. You have to sign an NDA this thick, so don't feel like you're going to be able to spoil
Play
any
Borderlands
secrets.
3 now, right? It's only, right? Well, you guys announced last year you're working on that. You're building a team, and it's like Gearbox is always very prolific.
We are in concept and pre-production on future Borderlands, but right now, like all the energy is on Battleborn, and we've been able to take everything we've learned from Borderlands, like all of the technology that powers Shift. You know how I'm still giving away free codes for Borderlands. You know, if you're a Borderlands fan, you're still getting free stuff from me. And all that technology is really a backbone that helped us build a game like Battleborn, because it's really a massive game, right? We have a full-featured campaign that plays out like episodically. You'll have all the episodes at once. It's not like you have to wait months for these things. You'll have a full season when the game launches. 9 episodes minimum.
9 episodes, 25 characters.
And we've got so we've got the story mode that you can play solo, and you can play cooperatively with up to 5 people, and then we have this competitive game, which has been nuts. And that's the trick to balance. But it's been a lot of fun to get all these characters together, beating the hell out of each other, and one week, you know, this is the new meta, and another week this other character becomes the one everybody wants to play around the studio, and we're having a blast with it.
Well, it looks phenomenal. It's just a ton of fun to play. This is one of the games that you can see, but you really just have to go hands-on, I think, to play.
We hope people like it, and that's been a challenge. You know, it's always tricky when you're trying to do something new. You know, with Borderlands, we blended RPGs with first-person shooters, and we really, you know, I think we're the first people to do it like we did it, and probably, you know, amongst a handful that have ever even attempted anything like that. And it took us a while to help, you know, communicate what our intent was. We're really inventing a lot with Battleborn, and so some people are still trying to figure out what it is.
What box do we put it in?
Yeah, I know, and it's like we don't like boxes.
It's just fun to sit down and play it, and there's so many possibilities about how you play, which character you play, and it's just fun to go in there. And you know, the combat is just tons of fun. So it was great to play.
And when we opened announcing the game, we focused on the PvP, right? Because a lot of people, if they found out about Gearbox by playing Borderlands, they might not realize that we have a history with making PvP games, like what we did with Halo. We wrote the software that allowed Halo to be played on the internet for the first time. And we did Counter-Strike back with Valve in the day, but it's been a long time. So we wanted to put that first, and then when we first announced, people thought, oh, it's only PvP. No, we've got this massive campaign. We love co-op gameplay. We love campaign and story mode.
That's the story, the adventure.
So now we're doubling on that, and so at E3 it's all about that, and people are going to be like, wait, is there going to be competitive? And it's like,
no. But no, the sense of story and the progression, and it was fun. You know, just the dialogue and everything in there. It's really great. Well, Randy,
thanks a lot.
for giving us a sneak peek at Battleborn. We'll head on over to the show floor and play it tomorrow.
Awesome.
Right now, we're going to head on over